Good day everyone, especially to you Dr. Biduya. In this video, I'll be sharing my understanding of chapters 1 to 6 in this course, Science, Technology, and Society. To start with the chapter 1, Historical Antecedents in the course of Science and Technology. This chapter talks about how science and technology started during the ancient times. People back then were already creative and intelligent. For instance, civilizations like Sumerians invented cuneiform, a writing system, Egyptians built pyramids, and Greeks studied mathematics and philosophy. So even without modern technologies, they used their skills and knowledge to survive and improve their way of living. And also, their discoveries became the foundation of today's science and technology. Chapter 2, Intellectual Revolution. This chapter discusses major changes. Copernican revolution explained that the Earth revolves around the Sun, and not the other way around. Darwinian revolution focuses on the theory of evolution and how living things change over time, while Freudian revolution explored how human mind works and how our emotions and thoughts influence our behavior. These revolutions changed how people understood the world. Next is Chapter 3, Science, Technology, and Nation Building. This chapter focuses on how science and technology helped the Philippines develop as a country. Before colonization, early Filipinos already had knowledge in farming, medicine, and boat making. During Spanish and American colonization, our country improved when it comes to our education, health, and infrastructure. And after independence, the government established agencies like the DOST to continue scientific growth. Next is Chapter 4, Human Flourishing in Science and Technology. This chapter is about how technology affects people's lives. Martin Heidegger explained that technology is not just a tool, but a way of revealing truth. Technology helps people live more comfortably and efficiently, but too much dependence on it can also affect how we think and live. For instance, many people today focuses more on gadgets and social media instead of real experiences. That's why we should keep in mind that human flourishing means using technology wisely, making it work for us while still keeping our values, relationships, and creativity. Is Chapter 5, Human Flourishing as Reflected in Progress and Development. This chapter explains that progress is not only about being rich or advanced. Jason Hakel suggested that rich countries should consume less resources and live more sustainably, so that resources are shared fairly, because overconsumption of resources can harm the environment, and true progress includes care for the environment and equality. Development should help both people and nature, and not just the economy. Chapter 6, The Good Life, Nicomachean Ethics, and Modern Concepts. This chapter is about the meaning of happiness and living a good life. Aristotle said that happiness, or eudaimonia, comes from living with virtue and discipline. A person becomes truly happy when they do what is right and live with balance. That sugar film connects with this idea by showing that too much pleasure can be harmful in the long run. The good life is about making choices that leads to health, purpose, and contentment, not just temporary enjoyment. To sum it up, the sixth chapter connects with science, technology, and humanity. It reminds us that progress is not just about inventions, but also about values, discipline, and how knowledge is used.